Question number 5 from practice set 1.3. The question is, the first question, write the subset relation between the sets. We have given some sets 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 sets, and we have to write the subset relations between them, all the subset relations between them. Then second question is, which can be the universal set for the above set. इथे जे सेट दिलेले आहेत त्यांच्यापैकी एखादा सेट तुम्ही युनिव्हर्सल सेट म्हणून सिलेक्ट करू शकतात का. विच कॅन बी असेल तरच तो लिहायचा, नसेल तर नाही लिहायचा. जर असेल पॉसिबल एखादा सबसेट सगळ्यांचा एक युनिव्हर्सल सेट आपण ठरवू शकत असतो तर ठरवायचा आहे. वी नो दॅट इफ ईच अँड एव्हरी सेट इज सबसेट ऑफ द गिवन सेट देन दॅट गिवन सेट ऑर दॅट द सिलेक्टेड सेट इज कॉल्ड ॲज युनिव्हर्सल सेट. सो फर्स्ट वी विल राईट द सबसेट रिलेशन्स बिटवीन ऑल दीज सेट्स. हे रिलेशन्स लिहित असताना काय करायचं आहे, इम्पॉर्टंट आहे हा भाग अत्यंत. अगोदर हा जो सेट आहे पी या सेटचा प्रत्येकासोबत कंपॅरिझन करायचं आहे. पी हा एमचा सबसेट आहे का, पी हा आयचा सबसेट आहे का, पी हा बीचा सबसेट आहे का, पी हा एचचा सबसेट आहे का, असं चेक करत चालायचं आहे. असेल तर रिलेशन लिहायचे, नसेल तर लिव्ह इट, सोडून द्यायचे त्याला. जर असेल तर, पण हे जे चेन आहे दॅट इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. मग पुन्हा आपण यमकडे येणार आहोत. याच पद्धतीनं यमचं प्रत्येकासोबत कंपॅरिझन करणार आहोत आपण. यम हा आयचा सबसेट आहे का, यम हा बीचा सबसेट आहे का, आणि यम हा एचचा सबसेट आहे का. त्यानंतर परत आपण आय या सेटकडे येणार आहोत. तो बी या सेटचा सबसेट आहे का, तो एचचा सबसेट आहे का. त्यानंतर परत आपण बीकडे येणार आहोत आणि बी हा एचचा सबसेट आहे का, एवढंच व्हेरीफाय करणार आहोत. आता रिवर्स जाण्याची आवश्यकता नसते. सर्वच्या सर्व सबसेट रिलेशन्स लिहिले गेलेले असतील अँड इट इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. या पद्धतीनंच आपल्याला चेक करत जावं लागेल, म्हणजे एकही सबसेट रिलेशन लिहायचं राहणार नाही. ईच अँड एव्हरी सबसेट रिलेशन लिहिलं गेलेलं असेल. सो विल स्टार्ट टू राईट दी सबसेट रिलेशन्स. आन्सर ऑफ द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. नाव पी इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल द रेसिडेंट्स इन पुणे. पुण्यातील रहिवासी आहेत. पी हा सेट पुण्यातील रहिवाशांचा आहे. यम इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल द रेसिडेंट्स इन मध्य प्रदेश. मग आता हे आपल्याला माहिती असणं आवश्यक आहे की पुणे मध्य प्रदेशमध्ये आहे का नाही. आता आपण पुणे या सिटीचे वेल नोन असल्यामुळे आपल्याला हे माहिती आहे की पुणे बिलॉंग्स टू महाराष्ट्र. पुणे मध्य प्रदेशचा काहीही संबंध नाही आहे. म्हणजे हे पुण्यातले रहिवासी मध्य प्रदेशातील रहिवासी असण्याचा काहीच संबंध नाही. याचा अर्थ पी इज नॉट द सबसेट ऑफ यम. त्यानंतर आता पुढे आलो, पी आणि आय या दोघांचं कंपॅरिझन करायचं आहे. पी इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल द रेसिडेंट्स इन पुणे. पुणे ही एक सिटी आहे. आय इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल द रेसिडेंट्स इन इंदोर. हा इंदोर ही सुद्धा एक सिटी आहे. इंदोर ही सुद्धा एक सिटी आहे दॅट इज बिलॉंग्स टू मध्य प्रदेश. बट आपण पुणे आणि इंदोर यांचं कंपॅरिझन कराल. पुण्यातील रहिवासी इंदोरचे रहिवासी असू शकतात का. पी मधील सर्व घटक आयमध्ये असू शकतात का. दॅट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. मग त्यासाठी आपल्याला ही जी जॉग्राफिकल इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे ती माहिती असणं आवश्यक आहे. पुणे कुठं आहे, इंदोर कुठं आहे, पुण्यातील रहिवासी इंदोरचे रहिवासी असू शकतात का, हे आपण चेक करणं आवश्यक आहे. किंवा उलट बी विचार केला पाहिजे, इंदोरचे रहिवासी पुण्याचे रहिवासी असू शकतात का, असाही विचार करणं आवश्यक आहे. सो हिअर पी इज नॉट द सबसेट ऑफ आय सिन्स दीज आर बोथ द सिटीज फ्रॉम द डिफरंट स्टेट्स. पुणे महाराष्ट्रात आहे, इंदोर मध्य प्रदेशमध्ये आहे. सो पी आणि आय एकमेकांचे सबसेट असू शकत नाहीत. पी आणि बी यांचं कंपॅरिझन करायचं आहे. पी इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल द रेसिडेंट्स इन पुणे. बी इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल द रेसिडेंट्स इन इंडिया. मग आता पुणे इंडियामध्ये आहे का. येस, पुणे भारतातच आहे ना. पुण्यातील रहिवासी हे भारतातील रहिवासी आहेत का. आहेत. ऑल दी एलिमेंट्स ऑफ द सेट पी आर देअर इन द सेट बी बिकॉज पुणे इज सिच्युएटेड इन इंडिया सिन्स पी इज सबसेट ऑफ बी. सो हिअर विल राईट द फर्स्ट सबसेट रिलेशन. पी इज सबसेट ऑफ बी. त्यानंतर पी त्याचं कंपॅरिझन एच सोबत. पी इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल द रेसिडेंट्स इन पुणे. एच इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल द रेसिडेंट्स इन महाराष्ट्र अँड पुणे इज सिच्युएटेड इन महाराष्ट्र. पुण्यातील सर्व रहिवासी महाराष्ट्राचे रहिवासी आहेत. सो पी इज द सबसेट ऑफ एच ऑल्सो. पी इज द सबसेट ऑफ एच दॅट इज द सेकंड सबसेट रिलेशन. आता परत आलो यम पाशी. यमचं प्रत्येकासोबत कंपॅरिझन करायचं आहे. यम इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल द रेसिडेंट्स इन मध्य प्रदेश आणि आय इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल रेसिडेंट्स इन इंदोर. आता मध्य प्रदेशातील रहिवासी हे इंदोरचे रहिवासी असू शकत नाहीत. मध्य प्रदेशातील रहिवासी हे इंदोरचे रहिवासी असू शकत नाहीत, पण इंदोरचे रहिवासी मध्य प्रदेशचे रहिवासी असू शकतात. बिकॉज इंदोर इज सिच्युएटेड इन मध्य प्रदेश. इंदोर इज सिच्युएटेड इन मध्य प्रदेश. सो हियर M is not the subset of I, but I is subset of M. That is very important thing. तुम्ही म्हणताल मग इकडं का तसं क्रॉस चेक केलं नाही, P हा Mचा सबसेट नाही, मग M हा Pचा सबसेट असू शकतो का? तिथं आवश्यकता नव्हती. डिफरंट प्लेसेस असल्यामुळं आणि त्यांचं एकमेकांशी कुठल्याही प्रकारचं रिलेशन नसल्यामुळं तिथंचे क्रॉस चेक करण्याची आवश्यकता नव्हती. इथं मात्र आहे M is not the subset of I, but I is the subset of M. So here we write I subset M. Then M compare with B. M is the set of all the residents in Madhya Pradesh. B is the set of all the residents in India. आता मध्य प्रदेश is situated in India. So M is the subset of B. M is the subset of B, but B is not the subset of A since B is bigger than M. B is bigger than M. So क्रॉस चेक करण्याची गरज नाही. देन Mचं कम्पॅरिझन H सोबत. आता M म्हणजे मध्य प्रदेशचे रेसिडेंट्स आहेत आणि H मीन्स महाराष्ट्राचे रहिवासी आहेत. दोन्ही डिफरंट स्टेट आहेत. सो दोघं एकमेकांचे सबसेट असू शकत नाहीत. पुढे आलो तर आपण I, त्याचं कम्पॅरिझन पुन्हा प्रत्येकासोबत. इंदोर, I is the set of all the residents in Indore and Indore is situated in India. So I is the subset of B. I मधील सर्व एलिमेंट्स B मध्ये आहेत. Since I is the subset of B, but B I चा सबसेट असू शकतो. क्रॉस चेक पण करायची गरज नाही, बिकॉज B is bigger, that is India, and I is the set of residents in Indore, that is a city. Now here we have to compare I with H. आयचं कम्पॅरिझन बी सोबत केलं. आय या सेटचं कम्पॅरिझन H सोबत करायचं आहे. दॅट इज आय इज द सेट ऑफ रेसिडेंट्स इन इंदोर. H इज द सेट ऑफ द रेसिडेंट्स इन महाराष्ट्र. इंदोर आणि महाराष्ट्राचा काहीच रिलेशन नाही आहे. सो आय आणि H या दोघांमध्ये कुठल्याही प्रकारचं रिलेशन नाही आहे. देन वी हॅव टू कम्पेअर बी विथ H ओनली. बी इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल द रेसिडेंट्स इन इंडिया. H इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल द रेसिडेंट्स इन महाराष्ट्र. आता B is not the subset of H because B is bigger and H is smaller, but H is subset of B. महाराष्ट्रातील प्रत्येक रेसिडेंट हा इंडियातील रेसिडेंट आहे. सो H is subset of B. Here you can write H is subset of B. B is not the subset of H, but H is subset of B. And here we write all the possible subset relations among these sets. And now here we have to select the universal set. Now anyone can tell is B is the universal set. Why? Because Pune belongs to India, Madhya Pradesh belongs to India, Indore belongs to India, Maharashtra belongs to India. All the remaining sets are the subset of B. Since B is selected as universal set, so answer of the second question is set B is the universal set. And this is all about the answer of the fifth question. Now we will take the next question, that is question number 6. Question number 6 from the practice set 1.3. The question is which set of numbers could be the universal set for the sets given below. We have given some sets, that is A, B and C. We have given 3 sets and we have to choose a universal set, that is set of numbers could be the universal set. Set of numbers means set of natural number, set of whole number, set of integers, set of rational numbers, set of irrational numbers, set of real numbers. These all are the sets of numbers. All these are the sets of the numbers, and here we have to select a set of number which could be the universal set of these 3, that is set A, set B and the set C. And you can take any one set. We can say it as we can say it as open end question. Question is one, but the answers are many. When we have more answers to a single question, at that time that question is called as open end question. Now here you can take more, or you can select more than 2 answers, more than 3 answers we can get here, because see, A is a set of multiples of 5 and we know that all the multiples of 5 are the natural numbers. Here set of multiples of 7, these are also natural numbers, and set of multiples of 12 also natural numbers. So here you can write n is the universal set of A, B and C. N is the universal set for the sets A, B and C. Or you can take the set of rational number also, because all these are the rational numbers, set of multiples of 5. These all are the rational numbers, set of multiples of 7, these are also rational numbers, and set of multiples of 12, these are also rational numbers. So here you can write set Q can be chosen as the universal set for these 3 sets. You can take the set of real numbers, because here the set of multiples of 5 are the real numbers, set of multiples of 7 are also real number, and the set of multiples of 12, these are also real numbers. So you can take that set which is the set of rational numbers represented by Q. So here we have more than 1 answers we have for this question, so that is called as open end question. And you can write any one set there, because you have to write universal set, only single set we have to write there, and that set of should be the numbers, and we know that n, that is natural number set, w whole numbers set, then I, that is integers, set of integers, then we have q, that is set of rational numbers, then we have q dash, that is set of irrational numbers, and then we have r, that is the set of real numbers. And here you can write any one set. Here we can write, so first of all we will write these 3 sets by listing method, so it will become easy to write the answer. Here we do not have the list, just we have given A is equal to set of multiples of 5. So here you can write A is equals to into the curly bracket 5, 10, 15, 20 and so on. Then you can write B is equals to into the curly bracket set of multiples of 7, that is 7, 14, 21 and so on. Then you can write C is equals to into the curly bracket 12, 24, 36 and so on. So here we have given 3 sets, that is set A, set B and set C, and we have to write the universal set for these 3 sets. So here you can write n, that is the set of natural numbers, or w, that is the set of whole numbers, or q, that is the set of rational numbers, or r, that is the set of real numbers. You can write one of the 4 set. You can write, or you can write, or is I, because all these are the positive integers. So here you can write or I, that is for integers. Any one set out of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 set, you can select any one set as universal. All these are the universal set for these 3 sets A, B and C. See, since we have all the natural numbers here we have all the natural numbers, and here we have all the natural numbers, so you can take the set of natural number as the universal set. Now these all are the whole numbers, these are also whole numbers, and these are also whole numbers, so you can take the set of whole numbers as the universal set. These are rational numbers, these are rational numbers, and these are also rational numbers, so you can take the set of rational numbers, that is Q, as the universal set. And here all these are real numbers, these are also real numbers, and these are also real numbers, so you can take the set of real numbers as the universal set. Or all these are the integers, that these are positive integers. Here also we have positive integers, these are also positive integers. So you can write the answer as I, that is the set of integers which could be selected as the universal set for these three sets A, B and C. So here you have to write only one set. I write all the possible sets here, but you have to write only one there. You can write either N or W or Q or R or I, and these are selected as the universal set for these given sets A, B and C. So here you will write N or W or Q or R or I be the universal set. Be the universal set. Any one set you can write there, but we write all the possible sets there. You have to write only one there. Now see, the question is same, but the sets are different. Here P is equal to set of integers which are multiple of 4. P is equal to set of integers which are multiples of 4, and then T is equal to set of all the even square numbers. Here you can write P is equals to, into the curly bracket we have to write integers there, that is 4, multiples of 4, 8, 12, 16 and so on. These are the integers which are multiples of 4. Now we have set T, that is T is equal to, into the curly bracket, set of all the even square numbers. Only even square numbers. We have to write square numbers there, and that they should be even. So here you can write 2 square is 4, that is even. Then 3 is odd number, so you cannot write square of 3 there. Then we have 4, 4 square is 16, 6 square is 36, 8 square is 64 and so on. Now here we have to write a set which could be the universal set for these two given sets, and here again you can write this N because all these are the natural numbers, but here we have doubt, that is the multiples according to the definition of integers. You can write minus 4, minus 8, minus 12, minus 16 also there. We not write there, we only write the according to our tables, that is 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16. We write the numbers which are there in the table of 4 only. But here it is given that set of integers which are multiples of 4, so you can include negative numbers also there. So we are not going to write this N there. You can write is W also, we cannot write there. Q you can write, set Q could be the universal set because all the integers are the rational numbers here, all the real numbers are the, all the integers are the real numbers and all the integers are integer also. So you can write one of these three, either Q or R or I. You can take any one set out of these three. You can select any one set out of these three as the universal set. So here you can write Q or R or I be the universal set. Be the universal set. This is all about the question number 6. Now we will take next question, that is question number 7. Question number 7 from the practice set 1.3, which is last question from this practice set, and the question is, let all the students of a class is an universal set. All the students in a particular class, that is a universal set. Let set A be the students who secure 50% or more marks in maths. A is the set of students who secure 50% or more than 50% marks in maths. Then write the complement of set A. As all of you know that complement of a set, how to write the complement? Here we have given set A and we have to write the complement of set A. Now we have to remove all the elements of the set A from the universal set, and then we have to write the remaining students in the complement. Complement is a set or the elements of the complement of the set, how we have to write, that is very important thing. Now here we have universal set, we have set A. So remove all the elements of set A from the universal set and write the remaining elements in the complement. Here we have given that universal set is the set of all the students in a class, that may be 5th standard or 6th or 7th or 8th or 9th or 10th. You can select any one class. Students of all the students or the students, all the students in a class, that is very important. You have to get only one class there, and all the students in that class, that is our universal set. Now here we have given that A is the set of students who secure 50% or more than 50% marks. Now we have to write the complement of A. Here we will write first universal set. U is equal to all the students in a class. All the students in a class, that is given information. Set A is also given. A is equal to students getting 50% or more marks. A is the set of students getting 50% or more than 50% marks. Now we have to remove all these students from the universal set, and here we have to write the complement of A. We have to write the complement of A, and how you can write you have to write all the remaining students. See, some students get 50% or more than 50%. The students who secure 50%, accurate 50%, they are here in the set A. The students who secure more than 50% marks, they are here in the set A. And now what is remaining there in the universal set? We have to remove the students securing 50% marks. We have to remove the students securing more than 50% marks. So who is remaining there in the universal set? There we have only the students getting less than 50% marks. If a student have 50%, then that is calculated in this set. That student is included in the set A, who is getting 50%, accurate 50%. And the students who getting more than 50%, that is also included in the set A. Now who is remaining there in the universal set? If we remove these students from the universal set, what is remaining there? There we have only the students getting less than 50% marks. So here we will write complement of A is equal to students getting less than 50% marks. That is very important, less than 50% marks. That is the complement of the set A. So this is all about the practice set 1.3. Here we complete the practice set 1.3. Remaining concepts and the practice set we will take into the next video lecture. Thank you.